Hi, I'm Wendy Lowy Sloan, and this is What's Up with Wendy's podcast. I just wanted to tell you a little bit about myself. I began my career in New York City as a television producer for talk show legends Phil Donahue and Geraldo Rivera. And for the last decade, I've used these experiences to create my unique style in interviewing hundreds of A-list celebrities, newsmakers, comedians, musicians, reality stars, fitness and nutrition experts, best-selling authors, and so much more. So I hope you enjoy this wide variety on my podcast. I hope you'll share and subscribe. And again, thanks for tuning in. Welcome to this edition of What's Up with Wendy's podcast. You won't want to miss this interview. He's such a nice guy, and he's so full of energy, and he's so fun to talk to. He's one of the stars of the reality television series Vanderpump Rules. Tom Sandoval is joining me. He's also the co-owner of TomTom Restaurant and Bar in LA with his friend Tom Schwartz. He's known for his fancy making cocktail skills. You won't want to miss this interview. He's so much fun, and he teaches us all about 5 Gin and T-Mobile. And the 5 Gin, I have to say, is amazing. You won't want to miss this. He's so handsome. One of the stars of the reality television series Vanderpump Rules, Tom Sandoval, was the top bartender at Lisa Vanderpump's restaurant for 10 years and is now co-owner of TomTom Restaurant and Bar in LA with his friend Tom Schwartz, which I am coming to as soon as possible. We just talked about that. Tom is known for his cocktail making skills and co-authored the 2019 book Fancy AF Cocktails. And he's done that with his girlfriend, Ariana Madix. I'm so thrilled to welcome. He's so handsome and he looks so good. And that gin looks really good. Welcome, Tom.
Oh, Wendy, you're making me blush over here.
You made me blush earlier before this interview started. So I've got to get to LA clearly. I love the outfit you're wearing. You looking good.
Very much. The magenta suit to celebrate T-Mobile. T-Mobile that has now reached 300 million people nationwide, nearly everybody in the country with their 5G network, their ultra capacity 5G network. And to celebrate, they have created the ultra capacity 5 Gin and the extended range 5 ginger beer. And we have partnered together to create the Magenta Squeeze.
Wait, that is such a great idea. The partnership
right?
is amazing. Yes. And that 5 Gin, just the bottle alone is beautiful.
Oh, it's so good. This is an ultra premium limited edition 5 Gin. And it's great. The botanicals, the florals, everything with the ginger beer. It's so nice. It's perfect for the summer. A perfect summer cocktail. You want me to show you how to make it? You ready? You want to see?
Yes, please do. Walk us through it. Since this is podcast radio, who's going to walk us through it? I'm watching live and in person, but you guys can listen. Go ahead, Tom.
I'll bring the mic closer so everybody can hear. Ready?
Ready.
All right. Oh, here we go. It's the Magenta Squeeze. So we're going to add plenty of ice.
Love it.
We're going to do 1.5 ounces of our 5 Gin.
5 Gin in the beautiful bottle.
Right, the glass. Then we're going to do a half ounce of fresh lemon juice. This is from my Meyer lemon tree out front. We're going to do 0.75 ounces of fresh pomegranate juice. Then we are going to shake. And we're going to pour all the contents into a glass. We'll leave a little space, though, for that extended range 5 ginger beer. We're going to top that off, add that bubbly, that little bite, deliciousness.
Oh, my word.
Some fresh basil. Just give it a smack. Release the aromas.
Oh, that's the trick to the basil.
Yeah.
I love it. It looks gorgeous. So the trick to the basil, give it a smack. I have basil in my backyard. I use it all the time.
Yeah, you can do that with mint, with basil, with sage, with everything. Release those aromas. And that's the first, well, obviously the first thing that you see on the Magenta Squeeze is the magenta color. But then the next thing you experience is the smell of the basil and then the taste of the magenta squeeze.
Oh my God, I'm having it right here with you. Yum! And it looks so pretty
Cheers.
too. Cheers. Cheers to you, Tom. That's awesome.
Right?
That's awesome. So T-Mobile and 5 Gin, what a brilliant idea to partner together.
Oh, I've been a customer with T-Mobile for 16 years. And, one of the greatest things about their coverage, their service, their 5G network is that, when I'm connecting with my family, which a lot of us did all through 2020,
right?
We realize that we don't have to fly all over the place to connect. We can do this virtually. We can hang out. We can have cocktails, happy hours, all these things. And we don't even have to be on Wi-Fi because T-Mobile has the best 5G network in the nation. And also, I got to say, my favorite part about T-Mobile is their customer service. I remember when I switched over from an Android to an iPhone, and I had to be talked through it. I got to say.
Yeah. Well, you've talked me through it. So there you go. Tom, if you just tuned, I'm talking to Tom Sandoval. So tell us, okay, beautiful cocktail. You look great with it. You always look great. Working on Vanderpump Rules. Tell us about that and what episode stands out to you the most. I'm sure there's plenty.
Well, when it comes to Vanderpump Rules, I think our Emmy winning moment was in New Orleans, dressed in drag. Schwartz had gone into the bathroom. I thought he was just trying to get away to collect himself, and I kicked the door in, and I referred to him as a battered wife. And he was like, "Look at him!" And he's sitting there on the toilet, texting on his phone, in a wig cap, with dress still on. I think we should have won an Emmy for that one. I gotta be honest.
I gotta be honest. I agree with that. Jeez. Are you guys were friends? I think this is what makes Vanderpump Rules stand out above the rest of them. And correct me if I'm wrong. You guys were friends before the show started.
Oh yeah. Schwartz and I met on Craigslist like over 10 years ago.
Wait, on
Jackson
Craigslist?
Modeled together back in Miami. We became like best friends, and our girlfriends were all best friends, and and we all worked together. So it just kind of, I don't know, it was like lightning in a bottle. Like it was so, working together, living together, going out together, vacationing together. These things they developed. It became a beast on its own.
Pretty amazing. Unbelievable. So I think that's what it was. And life for you during lockdown, obviously you were connecting with T-Mobile, and I have to say, like FaceTime, you're right. We were able to connect with our family and our friends so easily. And now we all learn that we can do virtual, we can work from home, we can do anything from home, we can have parties from home, we can have 5 Gin from home.
Right? We can wear magenta suits, but then also have
slippers on. I love that. No, but it really did. What did it, for me, it was the silver lining was I had my college kids home with me. So that was extra time I normally wouldn't have had. What was your silver lining?
I think not finishing a puzzle. That was pretty nice. No, I'm just kidding. I think it was just taking a break, pivoting, realizing that you don't always have to be out and be physically around people in order to connect, and also just truly like appreciating when you can actually connect with people, and appreciating, your space, your home space, and finding activities to do, and being creative and having an abundance of time. Right?
I think that's it. You're right. Abundance of time. And it made us all it made me slow down a little bit. And I think there's a lot of good things that came out of it. Okay. So Tom, anything else? I would love to spend all day with you, but I will come to TomTom Restaurant very soon and visit you and have some 5 Gin and switch to T-Mobile, because I think you maybe talked me into it now. Anything, last minute thoughts? Tell us.
You're the best.
I could hang out with you all day.
And my friends that are with Verizon and with AT&T have to timestamp their texts and I don't, in order because their texts don't go through. I'm telling you, as a 16-year customer, they are definitely the best. But anyways, to get back to this 5 gin, you can get this limited edition ultra capacity 5 gin and the extended range 5 ginger beer at t-mobile5gin.com. Limited edition. Pick it up. We have 6 packs. We have this gin, and check it out. Get it.
Thank you so much, Tom. You're seriously a doll. Thank you. I had so much fun with you this morning. Thanks so much. Stay healthy.
I will. You too.
My next guest, beautiful, funny, sweet, fashionable, and one of my favorite people to talk to. Welcome back to my show, Emmy-nominated host of the hit TV show So You Think You Can Dance, the beautiful Cat Deeley.
Wow, Wendy, what an intro. I feel like anything I say from here on in is going to be a letdown.
No, never with you.
Nice to talk to you, Wendy. Oh, I'll try. I'll try my very hardest.
Well, speaking of that, you're joining us to talk about, tell us about confidence and how it played a critical role in both your professional and personal life, and tips on how we can feel energized and confident every time we walk out the door. And nobody better to share those tips than you.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I don't know about that. I've kind of learned these tips through trial and error, actually, because I'm actually a really, really clumsy person. So I'll be the first person to trip or fall or trip on a step or find a wire or whatever it is. I'm actually not very in control of my own limbs. So for me, it's all about trying to feel as comfortable as I can in my own skin. And I always find that a smile gets me through, no matter what happens, whether I trip and fall or drop a microphone or just meeting someone for the very first time, a smile always kind of gets you through.
And it makes everybody else feel good, too.
Well, you know what, Wendy? It's one of those things where you turn around and go, okay, it takes more facial muscles to frown than it does to smile. And 9 times out of 10, if you smile at somebody, it's reciprocated. It's like, and it costs you nothing.
Right.
What's to lose, you know?
And it makes somebody else feel good. You're right.
Exactly.
I still can't believe that you would be clumsy.
The worst. And you put me in those high heels. It's like when anybody talks about So You Think You Can Dance, and they go, do you dance? I'm like, it's a miracle for me to make it from the back of the stage to the front in those heels that I wear. Just that in one piece alone, I'm like, amen. Thank goodness for that. I made it to the front.
Well, Kat, you always look amazing and dazzling. What's your secret? So what is your secret or your go-to outfit?
Oh, my go-to outfit is normally, I've been very, very blessed by my mother, Janet's genetics. She has a great pair of legs, Jan. So I have to say thank you very much to her. And so my thing would always be a mini dress. But I like, if I'm wearing a mini dress, I quite like it with arms and for it to be kind of quite high necked as well. I think it's one of those things where it's great if you have one part of your body on show. Whatever part is your kind of, is your biggest asset, have that on show. And then a big, great killer pair of shoes. Always good for me.
And what about if you're casual? What's your outfit to go to?
Oh, jeans. You know what? It's jeans, flip-flops, and a T-shirt. I'm very, very... I don't really do a lot. I'm very, very low maintenance, which is why even my beauty routine, for me, the Crest 3D white toothpaste and mouthwash, I can include it in my beauty routine, and I don't even have to think about it. I go and get my hair coloured once every month, and then I don't have to think about it all the rest of the time. Anything that I can do to minimise the time it takes me to get ready is perfect for me.
If you just tuned, I'm talking to Emmy-nominated host So You Think You Can Dance, Cat Deeley. What about your skin? Your skin is beautiful. What's your secret?
You know what? Suntan lotion, SPF 30 every single day, whether it's cloudy, sunny, rainy. I use it every single day. I also use Rodial Glam Balm Moisturizer, and I'm so neurotic about it. Because I travel all the time on aeroplanes too, Wendy, so constantly my skin is a little dehydrated. I try and drink as much water as possible, and I moisturize as though I'm the least glamorous person on an aeroplane ever. I sit there and I look like a greasy potato with that much. I'm almost sliding off my seat. But by the time I get to the other end, I still look vaguely human. So I think, well, even if it's 6 hours of looking absolutely atrocious and hopefully not seeing anybody and just hiding out, by the time I step off the plane, I actually won't scare children.
I can't believe that. No way. Thank you again for joining me today. Emmy-nominated host of So You Think You Can Dance, Cat